positions. We just want to move forward. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And like I've told them, I said, I don't want to do any accounting. That's why I switched to real estate. They're
Yeah.
like, but you're so good at it. And I guess, yeah, once you're good at something. But my true avatar is PML lending eventually. I want to learn the underwriting. I want to learn what TC does. I don't plan on doing, much of it, but just to understand the whole process
Okay,
of how things work.
cool. Okay, that's good to know because that helps. I've been wanting to again the new year and all these things coming up. It's like a lot of new things that are um put on our plates. So I am definitely like, okay, now I'm starting to have things settle down. So I can put more focus on what we're doing. And that was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to see, hey, Mark. But I was thinking of putting together series. So we would have like, one Saturday could be like all about lending and what exactly does the process look like? What does the paperwork look like and stuff? And then the next one could be about like co-living, and then the next one could be about flipping, and the next one could be about just buying sub twos and stuff. How do you guys think? Do you think?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question though. Are you and Chai going to pursue that course for underwriting
Yes.
that you brought up last week?
Yes.
I'm interested.
Yeah. We that'll be coming. I'll make
Okay, okay,
sure
okay.
I
All
update.
right.
Yeah. And hello, Mark and Yana. Hey, what's up, you guys?
Finally made it. I know. I felt terrible, but I'm excited about today.
You're good. No, what about you, Mark?
I wanted to join in. I missed last week, and yeah, I just wanted to join you guys. I was at the computer, and yeah, excited for watching the underwriting.
I love it. Cool. Does anybody here have a deal that they want to go over first and foremost?
I have a deal, and it's actually of a partner deal. I'm trying to bring 65,000 to a fourplex. It's a multifamily that's already owned by one of the members in the community. Having a hard time underwriting it because the comps in the area don't really recognize it as a fourplex just yet. But I can get the address up. Hold on just one second.
Yeah, it
Want me
sounds.
to put it in the chat? Would that be easier?
Yeah, yeah, putting it in the chat, or if you want to email Chai, I put it in there. Feel free to either one. But yeah, I'll wait for him to come back. And in the meantime, yeah, I just want to say hi to everybody. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Oh, great to see you. It's been a while.
It has been.
That's awesome. Well, Mark, I love you're definitely somebody that's going to be bringing deals. So I'm glad that you're here. Um,
Trying.
Yana and Lauren. So Lauren, actually both of you guys, this is your first time in our underwriting Zoom, right?
I think so. I may have
Correct.
been in once before, but I actually have something I want to underwrite today.
Yes, let's go. Okay. I am going to put in the chat. Perfect. Thank you, Mark. Lauren, you can be up next if you want to go ahead and email Chai your deal. What is it that you want to take a look at?
It's two duplexes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Perfect. Okay, so similar to Mark's, like a 440 unit thing. Nice. Cool.
And do I click on this link, Jada?
Yeah, if you want a better idea of how to send, feel free to click on that link because it has the template on how to send deals. So yeah, may be helpful. So,
Cool.
so something I was
I
talking.
just saw that.
Thank you. We'll take a look at it in a bit. I appreciate that you also put the link in there. So I was asking Colleen a little before a couple of you guys joined. She was saying, "Hey, my main thing is I want to be a lender. I want to learn how to start lending." And so I was mentioning that Chai and I are thinking about putting on some sort of series every once in a while. So we were thinking of, starting, okay, on this Saturday, we're going to talk about all about private money lending, and we're going to go through exactly step by step, what do we do, how do we do due diligence, how do we do the paperwork, and then maybe the next Saturday could be about multifamily, next Saturday could be about co-living, next Saturday whatever it may be. Would that be something that you guys would want, or do you like this where we just kind of are here and doing a more of a Q&A style, so people bring on their deals and then we answer any questions afterwards? Or what's something that sounds good to you guys?
I would love the structured approach. Personally, for me, I think that would be most helpful.
Perfect. Okay.
But I certainly don't want to speak for everybody else on the call. So somebody else chime in.
Lauren's already unmuted, and Patrick.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Running a mini series like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Too good. He's back. Okay. And,
Hello. Hey.
I don't
Jim,
understand why this.
hello, Jim.
Hey guys, how are you?
We got a good crew.
Doing good. Enjoying
Hi.
the Saturday.
Oh, there we go.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
Happy weekend. Mark Higgins, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you and happy
Good
New
to
Year,
see
sir.
you. Been a while.
For sure. Back in it, swinging hard in 2025.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
tell. You already brought us that deal, but you pass on it, and then you have this other one, all within less than 2 weeks of January.
Man, gotta go, gotta go. It's all about the hustle. I think you guys might be familiar with this one too. I think Louver, I'm saying his name
Yeah.
wrong. He owns this one, Cash, and I think he's trying to bring some more funds to the table. I'm actually filling
Okay.
it out over here so it can be a little easier to underwrite.
Nice. Which one you mean?
It's on Eliason Street. It's 3919 Eliason Street. It's two duplexes, so it'd be a quadplex
Oh,
or
nice.
fourplex.
He put it in the chat if you want to take a look.
What do we have that is new?
We got Lauren
Colleen.
and Trevor. Oh my God, we're getting people.
Trevor. Hey. Lauren Parker. Are you first time, Lauren? This call?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I've watched you guys before, but I have never submitted a deal here.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to
Thank you.
our Power Hour. Then anybody has a deal or would love to start with something. Have you guys figured out your 2025 plans, goals? Anybody wants to share anything? Feel free to go for it.
And then if you want,
Mark, what's happening with you?
he has a deal. It's in the chat.
Oh, it is. Okay, beautiful.
Okay, just go up a little bit. It's a quadplex right now.
Oh, so you're buying from Louisville.
So I want to bring 65K to the table to finish all the renovations. And I'm looking to underwrite it just because I'm having a hard time comping it for that area. If we go a little bigger, it can work. But I was interested in how you guys would comp it. I did pull up on PropWire some past sales, but I didn't know if you'd be able to help with it anymore.
Let me see.
Were you able to find it in the chat?
Yeah, I got it. 1 second. I'm just closing a whole bunch of tabs I have open here.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Chai's computer, but I don't know how it's still alive. He has like 20 tabs open at all times.
Yeah.
It's great.
20 is an understatement. That's
Jeez.
Because I keep about 20 to 30 tabs. So I have a my tabs bookmark. So I click and I like it because we have multiple emails for the company and then multiple Google Drives and stuff. So I want everything in front of my eyes. So I'm more efficient that way.
You know, in this last challenge, I had so many tabs open. Well, I think it was, yeah, November's challenge. So many tabs open, and I was running two laptops. One
Oh
of
my
them
God.
kept closing down on me. So when it came to December's challenge, I got three laptops and everything just went smooth. I'm just surprised you could run it all off of one.
Oh my
And I
God.
probably had 20 altogether on the three laptops. But I give you credit, Chai. You got to be really good to be able to keep it all there.
I mean, so the thing is, my philosophy is that once it's in front of my eyes, I don't, because I forget a lot. I'm just in general forgetful person. But if I know something that, I mean, I can, but I'm very efficient. Like I can take care of things very quickly. I'm good on the computer in general and good at like, so I know my strengths and weaknesses. So I
Uh-huh.
have my life, I have a method to the madness
You're a great
in my life.
multitasker, right?
Mm.
My life is organized very weirdly, like nothing, and it's only tailored for myself. Like
It's
I
nobody
think
else.
it comes with the pass of being an accountant. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're
so
like an
I'm also,
investigator, so you
I mean,
remember bits and pieces and know where to find
so
them all.
I learned accounting just because it was fun, and then I showed it to my brother. So I like
Oh,
to do things like like that, like build unnecessary skills sometimes. But again, we started a company out of it, so not
that's
unnecessary
amazing.
after all.
okay. Do you need the again for Mark? Oh, you
Sorry,
got it.
one second. Okay, let me share my screen.
Let's see here.
Oh, your screen is being shared. Okay, oh, just computer audio. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is
I did just add some additional information about lending on the side. Um, but yeah, right now there's 320,000 that's already into the deal. We're looking at it being at 460 ARV, compared to things a little closer into like center of Houston, opposed to
yeah.
like something that's like 1 or 2 miles.
Want to check something? Okay, we are back. I'm just gonna check something real quick here.
I'll be right back. That's,
Oh, that's interesting. Why is it why do you have those little do you know?
now we're coming in.
Nice hat.
I appreciate that.
You know, in the meantime, because I know that try setting up some stuff. So
Sorry, I have to release this before my uh
I guess we watch them. How many of you guys are wanting to see or learn about sub two, how to underwrite sub twos? Okay, we got Michelle. That's good. And Yana. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Colleen. Yeah, a couple of you guys are newer, or I mean, got here a little later, but we're thinking of putting together more of a series on, specific days we'll have. This is this lending Saturday, or this is the sub two Saturday, or this is the flipping Saturday. So maybe we'll have like the first 20 or 30 minutes. If anybody has any deals, we'll go through them. And then afterwards we'll go, or maybe it'll switch, but we'll see. And we'll have me and Chai go through exactly like, okay, how do these look like? Chai has way more experience in every aspect, especially when it comes to buying sub two. But maybe we may also bring a couple other guest speakers that are focused on those fields and bring them in. So I'm just kind of throwing it out so you guys are everybody is more and more aware. Colleen has heard this like 3 or 4 times now. So thanks, Colleen, for your patience. But cool. If that's something, keep putting it in the chat if that's something that you guys want, because I'll make sure that I can get that happening as soon as possible then. Woo-hoo. In the meantime, Mark, we'll get to you.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm so sorry. Had to take care of that real quick. Okay, we are gonna, sorry, Jada, if I interrupted you. Finish your thought. I'm gonna just run the comps in the meantime, real quick.
Oh, that's fine. You run the comps. I know that's something I always forget how to use HAR. So let's all
So
watch and learn.
HAR, don't worry about HAR. HAR is nobody. HAR is just the website. Okay. HAR is Houston Area Real Estate. And HAR map and HAR tech is you can list any property in the world on HAR, even the ones in another country, really. But HAR doesn't mean anything. It's what is more important is this matrix MLS. This is probably the most common MLS for most common engine for most MLSs around America. So this is what you need to learn. So you go to search single family and then type in your address here, because you're looking at say 1 mile radius or half-mile radius around there. And then you add square footage. For example, this one is 1732. Is it one unit 1732 or the whole thing 1732?
So there's 2 units, and my understanding is that they're both kind of mirror imaged, so that would be multiplied by 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it
So
says
also we need to mark this as multifamily, you said, right?
Correct.
New construction. It looks basic, but it does amazing job. All bedrooms down. There is a option for. Okay, so multifamily gets a little tricky in this one.
yeah, I'm not sure I see an input for that. Oh wait. Oh, there you go.
So this is the most like weird area of Houston, because this side is super good and this side is still I mean pretty much I mean I won't call it ghetto, but it was a difficult area for a long time. And it's coming up, this one, very fast. But this one is stuck in the middle. They like to think of themselves as they're part of Heights, but they are really mixture of both. So that's why this area gets tricky, and a lot of investors think that, oh, the prices are really good, but they don't end up being good. But we'll see. Units, 4 units, 2,000 square feet. It's active on the market. So what are you buying this for, or what is the proposition like from Liver?
Yep. So we already have 320,000 into the property. I'm going to bring 65,000 to get it to the end of the table, and we are going to do a DSCR loan
Okay.
and hold on to it. I think, and what he was saying, he does have some appraisals. He's going to be emailing me them over, but what he was expecting is about an ARV of 460.
Okay. Okay. 2 units, one with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Now, Chai, when you're going through this and you're looking at it, the things that jump out to you, is it more of like a bedroom count that you're looking for to
Yeah, so I
max?
want to know your bedroom count.
Yep. So from what I know right now, I haven't walked the property. It would be 1 bedroom, 1 bath units.
Okay.
And then so that would, by four. So four of them would be 1 bedroom, 1 bath units.
Oh, look at this. Oh my God.
What a beaut.
They've done a good job selling it. It's sold for 200,000. This thing, it's a fourplex.
Does it say how big the lot is there?
I'm trying to read the description. Don't see it. Okay,
5,000
2 stories,
square
four
foot lot
units.
too.
Doesn't show total square footage.
Oh, to the left on the first. There you go.
Yeah.
No, the building square footage, does it show?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, so it is possible to get where you are looking to get to. Okay, so this is more like your comp, 3 units. This one is sold. 2 stories, 3 units. Number of bedrooms in the largest unit is 2 bedrooms, and then one studio. So this one sold for 417, which is so for $60,000. What are you buying?
For 65,000, we're going to be doing 4 kitchens, putting in the cabinets and the
No, no,
countertops. Okay.
sorry to let me rephrase it. I'm asking, what are you getting for 65,000 as a partnership?
We haven't dove into that.
Okay.
Would you be coming in as a partner or as a lender? Do you know?
I believe it would be bringing it in as a lender and possibly owning the deal, because I know he is trying to add to his portfolio right now. I didn't get too far with that because at the same time, I reached out to the money at Pace to see, what kind of funds I could bring, and depending on like the rate that they're looking for on a return, I think that would, make
We
sense.
can fund you on this one.
Okay.
So we can fund you on this one. We can fund 70% of market value. Will fund, I can tell you right now. Oh, sorry. We can do 250 on it. So why did you have to reach out to Money again? Money at Pace? I mean, it's
I
gonna
was
come back to
thinking,
me anyways, because Money at Pace comes to, because I don't know if you know, we Pace and I have a partnership for hard money lending. So
okay.
the anything you submit on Money at Pace
Mhm.
goes through all the channels, and the Texas leads come to me.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. So
I
you
mean,
got a
we are
you got a
going
preview
nationwide
then.
slowly for right now.
Mhm,
Anything nationwide goes out to the relationships we have outside, but
mhm,
anything Texas goes out from our partnership. So we have a company set in Texas called Creative Capital Ventures,
mhm. Okay. So
where it's Pace and my money combined in one account, and we fund from that.
so when you say you fund it, do you look at it as a DSCR loan, or are you looking at it as funding
No,
for
you can't do DSCR. It's not ready yet.
it have
So
to be at the
yeah,
end of
I'll
it?
have to do this, and then Jada and I will refi you out into a DSCR. But
Okay.
Luer's wife also does DSCR loans. So I don't know. So how much are they going to rent for? I mean, we can look at it here actually.
I do not have those comps just yet. What I'm working on is I know I know government contracts that have already funded to non-for-profits. So what I've been working on is creating those relationships for
Hmm.
putting people into those properties that are already funded. Kind of like reverse engineering back to those people and setting those up. So the
Okay.
goal is to continue this bringing more multifamilies on, and also having people have the secured funds for that through like the Texas Housing Authority and other continuum of care contracts.
All right. Hold on. Second, I'm gonna. So I want you guys to engage in the discussion, because otherwise there's no point in attending these Zooms. Okay, so 990 square feet, 2100, 576. So what is individual unit like? Is it 2 bedroom each?
From what I've been seeing, it looks like it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Um, I I've seen some of the
So
Section
if
8
you say
housing.
1700 each unit, that means it's almost 850 square feet each unit. And that's
Correct.
1 bedroom only?
I'm going to
You could do
confirm
2 bedroom
that.
in that, easy.
I'm going to confirm that. I don't know that right off the bat. From what I've seen, it goes in straight in. Bathroom is in the bedroom is in the back. The bathroom you come right on out, and then that open concept area of the kitchen and the living space would be in the front.
Okay. So 1 bedroom comps are ooh, anywhere from, I think you could get potentially, like, why is this so? They rented this for, oh my God,
Nice.
Dang, for 600 square feet.
1950. See, if you do 2 bedroom, it's gonna change dramatically. 1350 each. 2 bedroom, 600 square feet is small 2 bedroom, but even then, I mean, you can think of yourself around 1300 square feet each. So
And you're saying for a
1300
1 bedroom?
times 4 is 5,200. That means with 1% rule or 1% DSCR, you can get 520 valuation on this.
Oh, excellent.
But again, it may not support it. But I might support it. I'm sorry for DSCR, but I won't support it as a lender, hard money, because for me, I know that area. I mean, your product is going to be good. I know Luber does a good job with fixing and everything. So he wants to just sell it off. Is that the goal?
I think he wants to DSCR loan it and hold on to it, and then through the partners that I'm going to be bringing to him, we'll have them rent it out.
Okay. So you are based out of which side of town are you in?
I'm on south side of Houston. I'm on the Harris County, Galveston County line in Seabrook.
Oh, okay. Okay. Pearland area. Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, it's not that far either. It's 288 straight. So if you want to monitor rehab and so your goal, so you reached out to Pace to just buy it out from Luer.
No, I reached out just through the email to bring 65K to the table.
No, oh, 65 to the table. To
Yep.
for
So I'm looking to raise 65,000 to do the renovations for the cabinets.
are you currently involved in the project or not at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you would get that 65 on your, so there is no other loan on it.
That's correct. He owns it cash from our conversation.
Okay. So it's easy to do a loan on it. It's no problem. We can do a regular hard money loan on it. That should give you enough money to play around. And then we can also do DSCR, but I know he's gonna want to do that himself because his wife is a DSCR lender. So yeah, I mean overall it's a good deal, and 4 units. I'm sure you'll rent them out pretty easy. And
Yeah.
this is good MTR place. You'll get a lot of MTR traffic here.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's good to hear. Awesome. Thanks for looking at that.
Yeah, of course. All right. What do we have next? Any other deals here? So before we go to the next one, I just want to share all the important things. So this Underwriting Power Hour is a free source for your underwriting needs, a free resource, and I want y'all to take a full advantage of it and market the shit out of it to your friends. So what I mean by that is go on the Facebook group and invite members here. Invite and invite your Facebook friends. Anybody you think is going to benefit from this, please do that and make add more engagement in the group. If you want this to continue the way we are doing it for almost over a year, I want this to, I personally don't want it to die, and I'm gonna take more effort to make sure this pushes forward. And Jada has been amazing probably the most important person for this effort to continue. And she's been promoting it. She's been pushing me to deliver more value. So thank Jada for anything at all. And please share with your friends, share in your stories, share in your posts, so we can continue and feel more encouraged to do so. Thank you guys for all your support for last year, and I know it's going to be awesome this year. And with that being said, I'm also going to share my Instagram. That's where we share a lot of stories. I think Jada shared it previously somewhere.
I got you.
Okay, let Jada share it. But yeah, let's go on to the next one. Anybody else who brought a deal we can look at?
So Lauren had said she had a deal. Let me spotlight you. Okay, she said she emailed you the details.
Okay,
Thanks,
2
Lauren.
duplexes. I love it in Dallas, DFW. That's my favorite area, by the way,
Good.
because Dallas is going to grow in value first in Texas before anything else, and it has already been growing. There is no doubt about it. So let me ask you this, Lauren. Are you buying this or you already bought it?
No, I would like to wholesale it.
Oh, even better. Okay.
But
And
when I underwrite it, it's not very, it's pretty skinny as far as cash flow. If I was to do private money lender and DSCR, thinking of that for the end buyer,
yeah.
to me, it makes a lot more sense if I could talk the seller into doing it as a sub-2 hybrid, where we're financing his
Oh, this is
equity
a sub 2 or seller fund? Oh, it's hybrid. Okay, okay. Never mind.
hybrid. Yeah. I mean, that's how, to me, it's more attractive as a hybrid if I can talk the seller into that.
Insurance on 2 duplexity. I love your presentation. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I wish I could give you, the address and the details, but it's not under contract.
No, don't worry about it. We don't need
And it
that.
was brought to me by my little Texas bird dog. So
Wow.
Good
That's
job.
good.
I know, right?
The
Yeah.
seller 13.6 HOF is none, mortgage statement not yet, exit strategy wholesale.
Bird dogs are
So
are
23 total all in, that's it. And what are the interest rates? Do you know them?
I'm sorry.
Do you know the interest rates on?
You don't have a mortgage statement, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you don't know.
They are
I looked,
probably 5
I
to
looked the
6.
mortgages up on PropStream.
Okay, because for 277 your PI is 1970. That means your interest rate is somewhere in the range of 6%.
I think it's in the sevens. It's in the low sevens is what,
Yeah, 6 to
yeah.
7. Yes, you're right.
How do you
I
know?
should have put that on there. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We can. So this is how uh these are some of the cool tricks we are going to talk about, because when you
Okay.
have a deal in front of you and no address, um, you want to make sure you are still able to make decisions. There is all the data here, right here. All you have to do is do this. Okay. I'm going to plug in the mortgage information. 277, I'm sorry. 277,000. I'm just going to assume it at 7% and then adjust from there. 30-year mortgage. Are you sure that's PI or that is PITI?
I believe it's just PI because I got it off PropStream. In my
Did the
experience, is
seller
usually
tell you
that's
how much they're paying monthly?
no. And I haven't talked to the seller yet. This is all information I got from my bird dog.
Oh, okay. So the rents are 3,000 and 3,800. So this is going to be a total 3,000 on the first one and 38 on the second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the loan amount on second one is a lot lower than the first one. Are they all the same?
No, he has one duplex that everything I see online says it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. He swears it's a 2-bed, 2-bath.
Okay.
And then the other duplex is 2 units that are 3-bed, 2-bath.
So this is bigger and cheaper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. 5,417. So our payment is, sorry, our payment's going to come in around 1917 plus 819 plus 417 plus, oh, there is a seller finance equity.
689 for the taxes.
Plus 689 plus 612. That's it.
For that seller finance equity, that the bird dog, has he talked to the seller? Is that what he got, or is he just assuming?
He did talk to the seller. The seller is not really interested in doing seller finance. When I try and, like I said, when I try and put private money and a DSCR loan on this, the cash flow is less than 500 a month. And for 4 units, to me, it's not worth the effort. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, would you guys buy 2 duplexes if you were cash flowing less than 500 a month?
So they want 670 for it.
He actually wants, he started out at 720 and he said, I would actually take 680,
680, okay.
Okay.
which is, I think, way over market. He's asking way too much for this.
So you are assuming seller finance equity at 0%?
Yes.
Okay. If you can make that happen, I'll buy this.
Okay.
Like, I don't even need the address. I'm done. I'm ready.
If we could do it seller finance, it's a
If you
nice
can
cash
bring
flow.
me
It's
these
over 2 grand a
terms,
month.
if you can bring me these exact terms, I'll buy it.
Okay, Kai.
Okay, is there anybody, put a 1 in the chat if everybody understands why he would buy it. In chat, why would you buy it? Let's break that down real quick.
Okay, so again, the way this is, I like seller finance in general. Okay,
Me
period. Regardless of what terms they come in at, that's number
Mhm.
one. But then I look at terms, and in this case, she's assuming 0%, which may be hard to get. But you're looking at 2000 plus 929 plus 7 is 36. 4,000 plus 600. So 4,600 payment and 6,800 collection. So we are taking home 2,800 a month, which
Mhm.
is a pretty good cash flow.
Mhm.
Okay, if we can sustain that. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm so
Okay, cool. So this is interesting, Lauren. So tell me again. So he says that he's not open to seller finance, but he gave you your bird dog a seller
no,
finance.
that's her version of the
Oh,
deal.
okay, just you're putting it out there.
This
Okay.
is
So
my
she needs
version of
to-
what seller finance would look like based on information from my bird dog and PropStream
Gotcha.
and Zillow. Yeah.
Okay. 10-year balloon. Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, I think this is not bad. If you want, I'm happy to even involve myself if there is any chance to improvise this deal.
Okay.
And then I'll still buy from you. Don't worry. I mean, we don't go around people or do anything like to that effect, honestly. But feel free to give it a shot yourself first before you even involve me and see what terms you can agree on. So tell them, hey, I have a buyer. How can we wrap this up? Like, make sure they feel like it's ready to go.
What's the best way to get in touch with you, Kai? Through the email that I just emailed
Yeah,
or
I can share
Instagram?
my number. I don't share it in big Zooms usually, but I'll share it here. This
Yeah,
is my phone number. Feel free to text me
Perfect. Thank you.
or call me. Yeah.
Yeah, text or Instagram is probably best to get in touch with
Yeah.
both. But cool. Yeah, I definitely want to. If you have any updates throughout this week, feel free to let me know. And if you can, bring it next week. I want to see where this one goes.
So you have link for the photos, or I guess you don't right now.
No. Cool. Thanks, Lauren.
You bet. I'll get on this and I'll be in touch.
Yeah, girl. Awesome.
All right.
If you don't have anything else to underwrite, you could underwrite this looking at it. Since we have a DSCR lender right here, Miss Jada.
Yeah, so
mean-
from from DSCR standpoint, this is how it's going to look like really.
Good
You
call.
do 670 at 25% down payment at around 7%, 30-year. Your taxes were 8,400 or something. PMI.
Taxes were
Insurance was
689.
Yeah, so
Annually.
times 12 is 84.
Mhm.
Your payments going to come in around 44.53. However, we need a second position loan or down payment
Yep.
for this to work out. Say we get 80% somehow. It is going to cash flow well, no regardless. I'm not worried about that. I'm just the down payment is going to kill the deal. So
Exactly.
even if the seller is willing to do say sorry, 1 second, guys.
Yeah, so we were saying that the monthly payment's going to be what, 6,800? Yeah, so with the and that's with an interest rate so with the interest rates right now, what I'm seeing most often are about 7.125%.
That's what I used.
Yeah, I think that's a great one to. It's between that and 7.5.
Hey, sorry, let me go open the door real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, so those are what I'm seeing most often. So yeah, that does make sense why, I mean, that's a pretty hefty down payment as well. So what
That's what I was going to ask. Are you seeing 20 or 25% on purchase loans for rental property?
purchase I mean, the maximum is 80%.
Okay.
So it ranges. The maximum isn't always what people are going to get, but there may be some wiggle room. Do you own anything like, would you be buying this for yourself, or are you going to be partnering with anyone?
I was going to wholesale it.
Wholesale it. That's why. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So if you're wholesaling, I mean, the closer that they are to being more of a seasoned investor, the higher chance they have to 80%.
Agreed.
Oh man, there's something I was gonna say as well that I'm forgetting right now. Um, do keep in mind though, if you are wholesaling it, I mean, well, I was gonna say it may take a month, but that's I think what people are usually accustomed to. At least
Yeah.
so okay, that makes sense. That's fine.
So sorry to interrupt you again.
You're good.
One thing about this deal is look at this loan amount. So 670, 20% down, you're looking at 536 loan amount.
Mhm.
Even if the seller is willing to do say 135 or say 100 in seller finance, I think that will go a long way.
Oh, like have the seller finance the 20% down?
Yes. So it's called reverse seller carry or Morby method. In sub two groups, it's paste, put a name himself on it. Called
Will
reverse seller carry.
will DSCR let us do that?
I will show you how to do that. So we don't do it automatically. We first put DSCR loan and put a down payment, and then seller's equity pays us back. So it's
Okay.
only so it it is if you did it while uh, you are in the process of DSCR, it is construed as mortgage fraud. So be very careful with how you are going to do that. Okay, so it's not automatically uh, acceptable. It has to be done the right way. The money has to, because the down payment money has to come from the partnership first. Then it can be refunded after the fact. Then it's not mortgage fraud. But if you source the down payment funds from outside, then it can be a mortgage fraud.
Okay.
But anyway, so I can help you with all these situations if they were willing to sell and they are willing to give you their sub 2 loans. I'm sure there is a way we can make this work somehow.
Okay. And
So
they are
yeah,
nice looking buildings. I mean, the pictures
yeah,
that I saw, they look like they're in decent condition.
yeah.
I haven't really seen pictures of the 2-bed, 2-bath or 2-bed, 1-bath. But the larger units look pretty nice. So anyway, I will get on this and be in touch with you. Thank you very much for
Yes,
underwriting this
absolutely. You are welcome.
and taking a look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who do we have next? Anybody else got a deal we can look at?
Don't know. Marie, nice to see you. David, Armando, Sean, Bert. Oh my God.
I think we had too many deals last time that we couldn't go over one of the deals.
Mhm.
I would yeah, I'd love to see if I can.
Well, does anybody have any questions then? I know, Michelle, you were interested in more creative underwriting. Sean is doing just a ton of different things. Armando is always, I feel like a lot of you guys are really good at going everywhere, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But Colleen, what questions do you have as a aspiring, I guess, private money lender? What kind of questions come to mind?
Well, I'm just learning the process, so I haven't applied any questions yet, but maybe I should just bring a deal and try and figure it out. I, I'm new to this,
Yeah.
so no questions just yet. I'm just trying to absorb and process all of this that you and Chai put together. But I will have questions once I start putting it to work, and that should be shortly. I was just looking at our team's contracts and stuff, see if I could find a property that we need offers on. But I'm like, no, I better just stay
So who are
focused.
you
Maybe
working
I'll
with,
bring one
Colleen?
next week.
Who are you working with, Colleen?
Claudio. We have
Oh, okay.
Claudio. We have
Ella on your team?
Ella. We have Ella. You know what? I was going to ask you for the link. I need to get that link to drop it for them because I saw Drew jump in here, but I think he's at work, so he had to get back out. But I should just continue dropping it because last week I dropped it with the team and then I saw like 4 or 5 of them on here. And Claudia was just saying that, look, I went ahead and I got started. I will be there tomorrow, but I don't see him. So, he's been busy doing deals too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to just bring one of those properties or a couple of them next week. I just didn't want to jump in case there were other people,
Yeah.
hooking up some deals in here, but I'll bring it and just keep it on the side for next week anyway, because we really could use the help.
Gina has a deal?
Yeah, Yana has one.
Yana, I'm sorry.
Yeah, full disclosure, I haven't looked at it. It literally just hit my inbox, so I don't have a whole lot of detail on it. But I can put the address in the chat and maybe some of the cliff notes if that's helpful.
Oh, I sent the email. You're good.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And one question that I have for Chai, or I guess anybody, or maybe this is a question for anybody to have if you're going into lending. So from what I've seen, a lot of people lend differently. So there are some people, or at least when it comes to hard money lenders, they lend based off of the ARB. So a lot of people, or a lot of hard money lenders will lend 70% of the ARB. When I see a lot of private money lenders, they lend more on the loan to value. So what the value is of the property now. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, Colleen, of which one you would like to look at. On to Chai. Did you read?
What is that? Okay.
Did you get the email?
No, not okay.
Most of our deals are right where you are, Chai. It's, like Claudio just does everything in Texas.
Nice.
So
Oh,
he's
nice.
like the head of the team. Claudio Diaz. Do you know who that is?
Claudio. Oh, yeah, I know Claudio.
Yeah. So he's the actual head of the team and he closes for other teams.
Yeah.
But we're kind of turning this into a business this year and
Oh, nice.
closing out, letting people in and just trying to scale up. So I'll bring a few next week.
Boom, right
Yes,
there.
100%.
Michelle also saying she'll be boots on the ground, which is awesome.
Oh,
Fantastic.
yeah. Thank you.
So eventually, Jada and I are going to start building a DSCR team. If you guys, anybody is interested in learning how to become a mortgage broker, we would love to have you with us. And then basically, your job will be to start, excuse me, start marketing on your social media, going to local events, marketing yourself and brand yourself as a DSCR lender, and then source leads. And we will process all of them. You don't need a license, you don't need nothing. We are only touching non primary residence, only investor specific deals. Hard money, or DSCR, non-QM, will do all of it nationwide. So if you are interested to do this with us, contact Jada and we can start inviting you to our weekly calls and do more trainings with you.
Okay, so Yana, so is this one, right? So this is a flipper. Let's see, this is in Arizona. Okay.
Model 40.
Chai, what are your thoughts as a flipper?
Okay, so my worry about this one is last night he claimed the property being worth 400,000. I'll need to look into this. Confirm, let me.
I met said individual at a networking event. He shared that he believes that it's worth 400,000. He bought
Okay.
it for 277 and he's estimating his remodel to cost 40. So he's looking for 317,000 on this one.
Okay, let's see.
I know there's a lot of follow-up questions that come to
Yeah.
mind.
Let's first look at the comps before
Yep.
we go anywhere.
What was it? It was a 2-2.
I'm running. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on.
Perfect.
Oh, there it is. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yep.
So, did you guys read this?
Yep.
So this is one of the best loans, VA loans, because no PMI on the VA loans. PMI is personal mortgage insurance, which can basically, so this is pure 3.5%. Whenever it's FHA at 3.5%, that means there is a PMI to pay, which is mortgage insurance per month, which you cannot pass on to your end buyer, and it can jack up the overall interest rate. No HOA, very good. In a great cookie cutter area of Phoenix.
Looks like there's a ton of comps.
And let's check the schools. At 3.5%, you should be able to find a wrap buyer considering a large Hispanic population in the area. I'm starting to like this deal a lot. How much is, so do you have more details on this loan, or you didn't even you didn't know that?
Don't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I have a bunch of follow-up questions on it.
Yes.
It sounded like he didn't buy this up to. Like it's my understanding that he's looking for a loan for the full amount that he purchased it for, plus whatever rehab cost he has.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So,
also,
but it doesn't look like he's bought it yet. It's still on the market for sale.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Also, Lauren said that Sun City West, where it's at, is age restricted.
That is correct.
Oh.
It's 55 plus.
Okay.
Okay. But how bad could it be, right? I mean, this is in the 300,000 range. Your interest rate is 3.5%. At that price point, your I don't know what the, let's see, the taxes. Oh my God, really?
That's crazy.
Is that true? Maybe that's because of VA exemption or something. Pretty sure.
I honestly don't know. I've done business in a good chunk of Phoenix, but Sun City,
Yeah.
because of the high retirement population, I've never really moved in there. I don't know, Lauren, if you have any insight, but I wouldn't know, to be honest.
If it's a veteran and they have a certain disability, then they're exempt from paying property taxes. But
Oh,
it depends on the state. And I only know because my best friend falls under this for Florida.
I'm seeing some that sold recently for 355 a week ago. 355 in December. 330 in November. Thanks, Lauren. Appreciate you coming.
Okay. Limited assessment ratio 10%. Assessed land value.
So you're verifying if the taxes are based off of.
Yeah, I just want to see what the tax rate is. I know it's lower because based on that valuations, value of private LPV cannot exceed the full cash value. Okay, I think this could be the cash value, but we need to check the tax bill. Oh, there it is.
So the counties will just have their assessed taxes?
It's probably because of the owner. They probably have some sort of exemption. Primary tax. What? Okay. Wow. Assessed tax and they're paying half. That's ridiculous. Okay, if the assessed tax is that, this is a great deal.
And the guy bringing this to her is looking for you to lend on it, correct, Yana?
Correct. He's looking to flip this one, and he's looking for the funds to purchase the deal and then for the rehab.
So what I'm gonna look for is this. How big was this house?
It was
Like
20,
1,400 square feet, right?
I believe it was 27.
Was? Oh wow.
Oh, no, just kidding. 17. Ah, 1738
17, right?
was on my mind.
Oh my God. 3,200 per month. That's crazy.
What's that 1,500 one?
Okay, that's weird. That's a big change.
Yeah, huge. So right now, what are we doing? Are we just verifying
So
the,
we are just checking this area right here. We are on the Butterfield, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Limewood is.
So on the Butterfield, you got 1,900 square feet going for that. 370. This is your comp. This is your comp. This is your comp.
So how far back would you go for comps?
Let's try 6 months. See if you 400 works out. I mean, there is pool, so no.
Sounds recent.
So I would give it more like 350 to 360.
Yeah, I figured because I also have a friend who's doing a fix and flip out there, and the market is pretty soft. Like selling
Yeah,
anything right
that's
now
it.
is tough. And so he may think that he just needs the funds for 4 months, but it's probably going to be closer to 6.
What was he buying it at? 300, 317?
277.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still a good deal. If you can get that VA loan, that's even better. Yeah, I don't know why someone would buy it for cash when there is a 3.5% loan on it.
Yeah.
Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, for sure.
Question for you, Chai. So if he's buying it at three, or if the value ARV is 350, then 70% of that is already 245, and he's saying he needs 40 more to remodel. So he needs to buy it at around 200, 205, right? Is the
Let's say 350. I mean, technically, yes, but it's a good deal because of the 3.5% interest.
Okay.
Because what they are buying for is 277 plus 40. I don't know where the 40 is going because we have the pictures right there. Divided by 350 is 90% deal. So he's making pretty slim profit.
exactly.
I think it's like from a lending perspective, I guess the question would be like why he wouldn't assume the loan. And then I think the opportunity would be to finance the rehab cost, the 40, and not the full amount at that point. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, so any lender is not gonna exceed their exposure beyond 245.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So I
if
think I think the disconnect here probably is that he thinks it's worth 400, based on the comps, we're looking at 350,
Yeah.
360,
No,
and I
tell
think
him
that's
it's not worth that much, but it's a good deal overall
yeah.
because
But it would be a good deal if he were to keep it as a rental.
yeah, keep it as a rental or wrap it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, flipping it just well, what if he wanted to do a subtail? Or what if he wanted to assume it but then flip it?
Yeah, that's possible too. But why would you assume that good alone and then not keep it?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, I would say definitely ask him more about like why wouldn't you just assume it? Because if he's going cash, then that's really slim and it doesn't look
Yeah.
And what's with Arizona and all these pebbles and stones everywhere?
the desert.
Because nothing grows out here. That's
Yeah,
the
I guess. Yeah,
problem.
that's right.
What kind of question? Yeah, so let's touch base with him on the assumable.
Because some people do try like the lawns I've seen, see? Or is this turf?
It's
Oh, it
turf.
is
It's
turf.
probably turf.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's turf.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
interesting. No, because these stones like scare the crap out of me because my kids will mix up everything and then uh, it'll be like, okay, now I have to do this sorting or whatever.
I
So,
have a
so you
comment
say
about
your
this
Kids
area.
are
kids
wealthy.
use
Go ahead, Sean. What's your comment?
So I'm moving there in July, and I learned about the 55 and up, and I feel like the rental market there is not strong yet because I was doing comps, and it only property of that level would only rent for 1,800 a month. So is that still a viable solution, long-term rental
So what
for
I would
55 and up community?
say, if it's got a mortgage of like if you get in all in at what say 30 35 and you have a mortgage of 270,000 at 3.5%, property tax is looking like it's 1,000, but I'll just give it 3,000. Insurance 2,500. Your mortgage payment is still a lot less than, I mean, if this comes out to be really 1,000, then your cash flow just jumped. So even no matter how you look at it, it's still a good deal because
But
your
it's only
payment is
cash
so
flowing
low.
with the 10% property manager. It's only going to cash flow $200.
I mean, you're paying 180 to property manager. I'm sure there is much better ones. You call um property management company that pays users called OnQ. They charge, I think OnQ. Sorry, maybe yeah, this is the one. Or you can call Stephen Hunt. He does property management, but 180 is a lot for property management. I think they will do it for $100, and then so
So you're telling me that property managers in Northwest Phoenix only charge 6%?
some do. Like I think OnQ has a really good pricing. That's what Pace or Molly was telling me.
Thank you. This is stuff I need to learn because in Panama City, Florida, they charge 10%.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of places they do, but I'm sure you can find good ones. Check with them. I think it's even less than 100 if I'm not wrong, like 75 or something. But again, depending on the portfolio and how many properties you have, whatnot.
And
Thank you.
so like Sean was saying, let's say the cash flow was like 200 to 300. Why would that be good? Like, is it based off of the cash on cash or
No, so your cash flow will be 1800 minus 100 minus 180 for maintenance and other expenses minus 1250 is $270. Not a lot, but it's worth holding on to something like this at 3.5%. If property price in good areas like this.
So it
And
would,
you can eventually find a wrap buyer if you end up finding someone 55 and over. I don't know if how wrap market is in 55 plus communities. I have not done one, uh, but that loan is definitely valuable.
so for you, it would be valuable because of the loan and the low interest rate, and because
Yeah.
you're cash flowing anyways, even if it's a rental.
Yeah.
Or
It's not gonna cash flow a ton, but the Zillow was showing high rental rates too in certain. Let me see.
cool. And this is just for people that, because I have a ton of people that are like, I don't know what's worth it as a rental. Like,
So again, everybody has a different number. If you are satisfied with 10%, so here is how I have been taught to do rental numbers. If you have 1 to 5 properties, self-manage it. So 1800 minus 1250 is 550 times 12, 6600 divided by $30,000 all in. It's 22% return. So when you are paying down your mortgage, so for example, let's look at this. In this scenario, even though your mortgage payment is 1261, this is your mortgage payment per month. From first month itself, your principal pay down is $340. That people forget that as part of their cash flow. Also, the 550 you have, yes, it has expenses that get deducted out of it, but whatever is remainder is pure profit in hand. So the 30%, 35%, depending on the bracket you're in, that you pay to Uncle Sam, you don't have to. So that's another stream of income. That's depreciation benefit. So principal pay down and depreciation benefit alone can increase your cash flow by $400. So people don't realize or factor these things in.
yep.
And it's gonna keep growing. This principal, if the loan is say whatever, like 5 years old, you're looking at starting from here. It's 450 already. So remember these things. And then appreciation and other benefits just outweigh the whole thing. So even though your payment is uh, so if you have a lot of cash sitting in the bank versus a lot of cash sitting in the properties, even though you're not cash flowing at all, you are actually still making money from these sources for these income streams. You are making money. So any single family property, and I like to repeat this over and over and over again, any single family property or real estate investment makes you income 5 different ways. 5. One is cash flow, cash on cash. Second is depreciation. Third is appreciation. Fourth is principal pay down. And fifth is by buying something like this where you are paying lower than market price to purchase basically a discounted property. So you're walking into that property with equity. So equity capture is the fifth stream of income. So you don't see, so the best way to get rich is when you don't feel rich, but you are getting rich, because when you start feeling rich, you're going to start spending more, and that's going to hold on one sec. Camera died. I don't
Going
know
though,
why.
Chai.
Yes. I don't know what's wrong with this camera battery. But yeah, so that way your spending stays in check. As long as your real estate portfolio is paying for itself and then some, keep growing it. But don't depend your life on it. Basically, your day to day, if you're living off of your real estate portfolio, that's very different underwriting situation altogether compared to if you were to just build your real estate portfolio while having a W-2 and let OnQ or anybody else manage it. So it's hard to, I mean, we can talk, anybody here, bring your question, same question next time, and we will break down your specific situation and your version of real estate investment. Because everybody is different. So we can put a structure around it, like what questions you need to answer to yourself to build a strategy or a guideline for yourself on how you're going to build that portfolio. It's very different. It's a personal situation. It's a personal uh, decision you have to make for yourself, nobody else. So business or entrepreneurship is hard because you have to do the hardest part, which is answering to yourself. And when you become your own boss, you start hating that job even more sometimes, because now you cannot hide from yourself. You can hide from any boss in the world, but not yourself. So
Guys. Oh,
introspecting is probably the hardest part for people in entrepreneurship, because people just can't get over their own bad habits. So either you have to say, this is okay, I have these bad habits, I want to keep them, I don't want to change them, and I'm okay with the outcome, or change it. You cannot play this game with yourself that, oh, why am I not getting a promotion? That's because you work for yourself. So let's talk about it next time. See how we can promote yourself next time.
yeah, if you guys
Anybody wants to discuss this, anybody is confused, I think Sean left, or whoever, it was not Sean. But yeah, if you want to figure out what it is that uh, should be your own strategy, we can talk about it.
put a one in the chat if you guys would want that. 'Cause I think that's a great idea. Some people may already have their Yana likes it, Patrick likes it.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Sean, thank you.
Yeah, if we don't have anybody else, I would like to close it. I have a meeting coming up with another partner. But thank you guys for bringing these deals consistently. Love your involvement, enthusiasm. Appreciate everything you guys do for this community, free community. Remember to invite your friends. We are not charging. This is my personal passion to help, and of course, it helps me back in all my businesses 10 times without having to even ask for it. So thank you
One
again for
last
everything.
question before we close.
Yeah, please.
Next week, I want to drop the link with our team prior to starting. Can I find it on the Facebook page?
Yes, join the Facebook group. That is
Already on there, but can I
awesome.
get the link from there?
Yeah, I post
Yes.
almost every post that I do. So feel free to comment.
Yeah, go back to any post. It's the same link.
Oh, okay.
But you'll
Got it.
still get a reminder.
Yeah.
See, because of last week when I put the link on, but I put it from my email. So remember, Ella came in as Colleen.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to
Yeah.
run into that again. Okay, thank you so much. I'll do
No,
that.
of course. Take
Yeah.
care, guys. Have a good rest of the day and the weekend. Talk soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.